but we're still in prime sports time. Super Bowl hasn't happened yet.
I was saying earlier, but if the Broncos fall out, I'm going to be so upset because of that goddamn broken foot. That's such bullshit that I want to win this one. I want to win. I already lost my Georgia bet. That $50 is gone. I'd like to win this $1,000. That'd be sick.
Kyle, you're the guy mining, and you're about to strike diamonds. You just have to keep gambling. And some people say to bet more than you're comfortable with. And
bet over your head, they say, not with your head.
Key to wealth is sports betting and bravery.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And those are
fortune favors the bold, as they say at placeyourbethere.com. I am going to place a bet on this UFC fight to try to quash some of my losses on the Georgia game. I watched a movie. I was going to say I watched a movie called Bad Lieutenant today with Harvey Keitel, and it's about this like dirty cop who smokes crack and is like his life is falling apart, and it's coinciding with I think the Mets are playing the Dodgers for the National League championship, and I think the Mets fell behind 4 games to none, and Harvey Keitel's character is this degenerate gambling cop who's again smoking crack. And he keeps betting on the team that's behind 4 games to none, and they keep winning. And he keeps doubling his bet, and he's betting with the mob. And his buddy's like, "These guys will blow your fucking house up, all right? They'll kill your fucking wife." He's like,
"I'm gonna be okay."
Basically that, and like while he's like smoking crack and running around solving crimes, in the background there's always a radio broadcast or the TV's playing, and he's lost again. He's losing again. And every time he loses, he's like, double the bet. You know what? At game 7, he has $120,000 worth of like 1990 money as a detective bet on this fucking game, and they lose. And it was like, I was feeling stress for him as he was like losing money he didn't have to the mob. And in the end, they literally shoot him in the head. That's how the movie ends. They like drive up next to him and shoot him. "Hey, cop!" and like shoot him in the face and drive away. That's how the movie ends.
They didn't even lean on him for more money. They just
he didn't have it. He didn't have it. He had bet so far over his head. He wasn't going to have it. It's $120,000.
I might be falling for propaganda, but I've started to think Polymarket might be a better indicator than some of the other polls or prognosticators. And politics is one thing, but I was really thinking, like, didn't they predict all the Oscar winners? Like, there was leaked information. Didn't Polymarket's getting, I'm told, a lot of shit really right that's hard to get right. And they think that results are getting leaked.
I could see, like, I'm
on there right now. I've never seen this website.
Because, like, it's a predictive bet market, and so
this is cool.
People will bet things. Like one guy made like $115,000 I saw online because he bet $4,500 that Trump would say Somalis are low IQ during his most or during like a given speech or time where he was speaking. And that
a guy bet that there would be a streaker at a World Cup game, and then streaked himself.
To make it true.
And that's cheatery. I don't know about that. I don't think you can behave in such a way that you
apparently paid off.
The story I heard was that paid off. I don't know what's true. I didn't fact check it. But yeah, Polymarket apparently is getting a lot of stuff really right. Oscars, video game awards, stuff like that.
Greenland here.
It has a bunch of politics things, which is interesting
because everything.
It tends to be right more often than like some of the Nate Silver is.
I think you're right. Like when mass numbers of people are putting money on it, you can kind of believe a little more as opposed to like calling some boomer and being like, "What do you think?" And they're like, "Well, I'm just glad someone called." Like
I tended to push back against that. Like with presidential elections, I'm like, look, there are long established things who trade on their reputation, doing this for decades, and yada, 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 yada. And then, like, I don't know, the last 2 elections, Polymarket's been better than the pros.
Yeah.
I wonder what it says about I wonder what it says about the next election.
I can tell you because I looked at it, being curious, and basically it had it 50-50. I thought the Democrats would be heavy favorites to win, like, pendulum swinging back in the other direction. But what I did is I added up like all the Democrats who had more than like a 1 or 2% chance of winning and the Republicans, and it was basically tied. So the Democrats spread out a little farther amongst a bunch of like 10 and 12% chances, and the Republicans are dominated by like JD Vance and Marco Rubio, like just 2.
Yeah.
But when you looked at all the Buttigiegs and Shapiros and Kamalas and added them up, it was about the same, and I didn't expect that.
I would expect that to be about 50-50 now because we're still so far out. Like, so many things that could happen.
JD Vance, I called it. I called the next president before we had the current president. It'll be JD Vance. He's going to be the next president of the United States. I think the incumbent has a huge advantage. He has access to the fucking plane and the prestige. He's got the former president with him for whatever that's worth. It's worth different amounts at different places at different times. And I think as long as Trump doesn't really step in shit, I think it can be JD Vance, especially if JD Vance has the balls to do what Kamala did not have and distance himself from Trump's less popular moves and moments.
See, I'm not quite as granular as you. I like Vance because for too long, politicians have been traditionally attractive until we get of these fat ones. I want a fellow moon-faced guy in charge, a guy who, just like I rely on my beard, he relies on his. That guy gets me.
And eyeliner and social awkwardness.
That's not eyeliner.
I love that. Yeah. He plays into the memes and whatnot. I don't even think I know exactly what he looks like anymore. Is this real?
Is this a real photo?
That has to be real because he's not, his face isn't too fat, but he's still moon. He's still a moon-faced boy. And
that's the guy who knows how to roll with the punches. All right. I appreciate
that. Roll with the punches because you can't dislike it because
that really is real. That's his Halloween costume.
Oh yeah, he did do this as a Halloween because it is, the JD Vance memes are very funny. The meme of him like in an AI video being 70 to 150 pounds heavier than he actually is, breaking into Maduro's like headquarters with a net with red eyes, being like, I'm coming for you, like, and Maduro's in the back. Like that's where we're at right now politically. And so I would see the sonogram of his baby guy, because you know who I don't identify with? Some hot, tall
Gavin Newsom,
like Gavin Newsom with that angular nose and those beautiful cheeks. Not me. Not me.
Yeah,
not my president.
Jawbone's not relatable. I
love his social media team.
I have falsely been thinking that Trump is going to be like a stink on anyone who supported him, and it hasn't come true yet. Nice. So we'll see.
That little JD Vance face is so funny. Like that is good. Yes. The Trump one, it leaves something to be desired. It could be funny.
Well, it changes.